Hi, everybody. Welcome to Imagine That. I'm your host, Brooklyn Lennox, and that lovely gentleman behind me is going to be Kendrick Jr. I have the pleasure of reading the seasonal story, The Elves and the Shoemaker.
Imagine That will be right back after a brief message from our sponsors. See you in a bit.
Come visit the Uwu Cafe at 8251 Calais Avenue. We're your go-to spot for yummy treats and cute, colorful family fun. We also offer delivery services and catering packages. Uwu Cafe, your happy place.
Yay! Welcome back to Imagine That. Get ready for some story time. Are you excited? I know I am.
There once was a shoemaker who worked very hard and was very honest, but still he could not earn enough money to live on. All he had in the world was gone except just enough leather to make one pair of shoes. He cut his leather out, preparing to make the shoes the next day so he can finish his work in the morning. His conscience was clear and his heart was light despite all his troubles. He went peacefully to bed, left all his cares to heaven, and fell asleep. Next morning, he said his prayers and sat himself down to work. To his surprise, the shoes were already made on the table. The good man didn't know what to say or think. He looked at the craftsmanship. There was not one false stitch in the whole job. All was so neat and perfect, it was a masterpiece. The same day a customer came in, the shoes suited the customer so well that he willingly paid a price higher than usual for them. With the money, the poor shoemaker bought enough leather to make 2 more pairs. In the evening, he cut the leather and went to bed early so that he could wake up early and make the shoes the next day. However, when he woke up in the morning, the shoes were finished, made exactly how he would do it. Buyers came in and paid him handsomely for his shoes. The good man brought enough leather for 4 more pairs. He cut out the leather again at night and found the shoes made in the morning just like before. This went on for some time. What he prepared in the evening was always done by the morning, and the good man made a lot of money. One evening around Christmas time, he and his wife sat over the fire chatting together. He said to her, "I would like to stay up tonight to see who it is that comes and does my work for me." The wife liked the thought, so they left a light burning and hid themselves in the corner of the room behind a curtain to watch what would happen. At midnight, 2 little naked elves came into the house and sat at the shoemaker's bench. They took all the leather that was cut out and began to ply with their little fingers, stitching so quickly that the shoemaker was fascinated and could not take his eyes off of them. The elves continued on until the job was done and the shoes were ready on the table. This was long before the morning, and the elves hurried away as quick as lightning. The next day, the wife said to the shoemaker, "These little elves have made us rich. We ought to be thankful to them and do them a favor if we can. I am quite sorry to see them run around with nothing upon their backs to keep off the cold. I'll tell you what, I'll make them a shirt, a coat, a waistcoat, and a pair of pants. You should make each of them a little pair of shoes." The thought pleased the good cobbler very much, and one evening when all the clothes were ready, they laid them out on the table where they usually would leave the leather, and then went and hid themselves to watch what the little elves would do. Around midnight, the elves came dancing and skipping. They hopped around the room and then went to sit down to make the shoes as usual. But when the elves saw the clothes, they laughed and chuckled and seemed delighted. The elves dressed themselves in the twinkle of an eye and danced merry as could be, till at last they danced out the door, leaving the home. The good couple never saw the elves again, but everything went well for the couple from that time forward for as long as they lived. Thank you for joining us today on the episode of Imagine That. Happy holidays, stay imaginative, and stay extraordinary.